Sucks. Milk in the tea, come on. Why you are so nasty with competizione? The best interview of the day. Sa. This is not about your age.
Hey guys, welcome here to this somewhat exclusive interview with the man behind the man behind Kunos, and of course Netcar Pro Fry Virtual Academy, Assetto Corsa. What was that other one?
Assetto Corsa Competizione.
And of course now AC EVO. We're gonna try
Evo.
Sorry.
No. It's important to say because we use the Italian pronouns to push the made in Italy.
Okay, I'm going to get this wrong. We did this with competizione. There we go already.
Competizione.
We got it wrong for years. Obviously, interviews are normally pretty boring, guys. So in order to keep this more interesting, we have here a GoPro action camera. Interviews are pretty static. This is action, so you need to hold on to that. There's some action for you. And in order to make sure...
What I can do with this?
Oh, you just hold on to it, it's action. Right, it's keeping you going.
No, I can do whatever you want.
In order to make sure that we keep things honest and truthful, we've got the Advanced Gamer Muscle lie detectors here.
Oh my God.
If they go in, it's untruthful. If they go out, it's truthful. And I can't control these.
So this is for lies?
Lies, truth.
Okay.
It will just keep you on the straight and narrow.
Did you bring the gun?
We're not got guns.
No guns.
Okay, so obviously with our user base, we have a lot of hardcore AC fans.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that they want to know with the Assetto Corsa
Evo.
Is it proper hardcore simulator?
Absolutely yes.
Okay, and is it going to be more like ACC? Or is it more like the original Assetto?
Any of those. I mean, we got all the experience and the know-how from AC1 and ACC, and we are doing our possible best to make it better. So, in terms of philosophy, number of different variety of cars, tracks, and game modes is more similar to AC1 because we'll have a collection of a lot of cars actually. We'll have a free roam, that is not a secret, that is not in competizione. We don't have any more killer curbs, so...
So you're, in this interview, you are confirming the free roam component of Assetto Corsa
Evo.
It's going to be every time. The free roam is confirmed.
Well, it was in the trailer.
Yeah.
You saw two cars that went in the opposite way.
But to what extent will it have the free roam in there? Like how free roam? Are we talking sort of test drive, unlimited type of free roam, or?
No, it's a different thing because it is designed for petrolheads. So it's something that is eligible to make those things that petrolheads love to do when they drive on road. Actually, so going to the workshop, refueling the car, renting cars, buying cars to the dealership, these kind of things.
So it makes sense. So obviously because the cruising...
I can't tell you more without ruining the surprise.
Okay. Obviously the cruising was really popular in Assetto Corsa with the modding, so that's probably why you've tried to incorporate a bit of that cruising into Evo.
Well, when you start to work on a product and you know that you will get 3-4 years to release it, you need to try to imagine what people will like to drive or play not tomorrow but in the 3-4 years. So we analyzed the trends also in what people like to do in Assetto Corsa, and we saw that in the recent years driving on roads, the LA Canyon or other great scenarios we saw as modern content for Assetto is something that people like a lot. And we also believe that since we don't own the holy grail of sim racing, because there are plenty of good simulators. We believe that the formula, choose the car, choose the track, race, setup, and so on, is quite and absolutely valid for a lot of people even today, and it's fine because Assetto Corsa EVO is exactly like this. But maybe for some people it's not anymore enough.
Okay.
And we want to have people, giving the people a reason to play Assetto Corsa EVO every day. And we believe that in this way we can embrace a broader audience without giving up a bit in terms of realism, car handling, and so on. But adding a gameplay that was missing in our previous products.
Okay, so a more solid single player, more fleshed out single player, so
It will be eligible also for multiplayer.
Now, a huge question that a lot of our channel members will be watching, wanting to know the answer to. Can you confirm if you're going to have a ranked multiplayer system built into the game? So like you load up the game and you can join a multiplayer with like splits. So like a sort of iRacing type, every hour there's a race you can
We are
join.
working to an ecosystem that involves also the multiplayer, so that you can enjoy an organized multiplayer in Assetto Corsa EVO with a software suite that can organize better the sim racing life.
Okay, because you're being very careful with your words there, I noticed.
Yes,
So
yes.
these are moving apart, you've got to be careful. Because there's definitely, obviously iRacing is a leader in that space at the moment.
Yes, we know.
It's hard to compete with,
We know.
maybe impossible to compete with.
Yeah.
But people want to be able to load up a game and know, they want to know, sat on my sim rig.
Yeah.
I can sit down now and in 30 minutes I can have a race in
Some like Singrid is exactly
yeah,
what.
but my personal view
Yeah.
is that it needs to be in the game.
Helmet cam.
Yeah, action camera, personal view cam. People really want it in the game. They don't want to have to go to an external thing. They just want it straight away in the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down, play AC EVO, and I've got an organised race with splits with people that are driving properly. But so you can't confirm that.
I can't.
No. Okay.
I can't.
Okay. Well, we're moving apart here, guys. I'm trying my best. But okay,
Find the water.
on to the next question.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I have a reputation of
competizione.
I have a reputation for complaining about ACC's force feedback and the lack of dynamic range at the limit and feel.
Okay.
You can confirm right now, from the horse's mouth, that ACC was a big mistake from Kunos.
I won't.
It's a pineapple pizza from Kunos.
No, I won't.
Okay.
I guess that is. I understand that these are very subjective matters, at least to me. Yeah. I like anything else. I mean, you can like the graphics of EVO. Some people could say, it's not anything special, and so on. It's a quite subjective matter. But we absolutely recognize that some people prefer Assetto Corsa than Competizione in terms of feeling, force feedback, and so on. We worked a lot in order to improve the whole thing, and we believe that we are on the right path.
Okay, so.
But I leave it to you. I leave it to judge the force feedback to you. Because I can't tell it. You know, if I sell the wine and you ask me how is the wine, well, the wine is good. So.
Okay, so moving on from that. One of the things I found playing the EVO demo, I mean, I really enjoy where it's going with it. It definitely feels like it's got the Assetto Corsa, the original one, not the fake, not the triple C. I'm going to get murdered.
It is going to be the best interview of the day.
The worst. He's regretted it already. We're never doing anything with Kunos again.
He forgets I'm Italian. And I'm going to make him an offer you can't refuse.
Horse head in my bed. No.
Right.
So. Playing the demo that you've got, it's obviously early alpha. To me, it reminded me a lot of the original AC, more than ACC. However,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
For you.
Good step. However, it did feel like maybe there was some sort of like maybe a bit of input delay, or it wasn't quite as tight as the original Assetto Corsa to play. And now, some of that I think might be just wheel damping settings. There's different rigs here.
Depends a lot by the damping settings, because in the last 2 months we received any possible sample from all the device manufacturers, and the experience and the driving feeling can really change a lot depending by not just the device you use, but also the settings you decide to use. So it's the Sim Expo is a very first taste or glimpse you can get from EVO in terms of feeling, force feedback, and so on. But I'm pretty sure that when you will sit in your own rig at home, you will find a different kind of experience, because you know how your simulator at home works, and you can make a better comparison in terms of what you can expect from the feedback and force feedback and so on.
Do you not feel that because simulators tend to get more complex now, rain, day, night, more dynamic tyres, do you feel that maybe gets in the way of how direct a simulator can feel? Or like pursuing more complex tyre models, does that make it harder for you to then get a specific result out of the sim?
No, we guess that the more you can get closer to the real thing, the more you can add realism, the more feeling you get from the simulation, and it feels even more easy to understand what the car is doing, and you get the feeling that it's more easy to drive the car, to handle the car. We worked a lot to the suspension model and on the tire model, and I guess that the difference you can feel between competition, and that's the reason why we put the event with the Porsche Cup at Imola, to let people to make a comparison between with competition.
So you definitely because that was a big problem I noticed with previous Kunos games and ACC, or big complaint that people had was the suspension over large bumps in particular.
Yeah,
if the car left
the famous killer bumps.
Yeah, and so that is something
we killed the killer bumps.
So you've really worked on the suspension
absolutely.
feeling.
Absolutely.
And then I think a lot of the force feedback and feel actually comes from suspension, maybe, and so
suspension and tires.
Yeah. As I noticed even with AC1, when Stefano changed the suspension, it quite changed the physics quite a bit, or the feel of the force feedback. So.
Well, in the source code of Assetto, there are very few lines of code related to the force feedback, because we don't use any magic. What the feedback gives to you comes directly from the code of the physics. So suspensions and tires mainly. Action moment.
Is the force feedback derived from the steering rack, or does it come directly from the tire model?
Everything is connected, because you get some feeling and some reaction from the steering wheel, from the slip angle axle, and from the tires and from the suspension. So it's a combination of things, like in the real car.
Okay, so moving on from force feedback, and my hopes and dreams for AC EVO's force feedback being the ultimate. People want to know.
The force feedback is good.
People wanted to know about mod support. Mm-hmm. Will AC EVO have full mod support like the original Assetto Corsa?
Yes, in a different way, because as you know, we created a brand new engine for EVO. We don't use anymore Real. And we developed the tools we need to produce the game and the assets and so on in-house. So a light edition of the editor will be available for the community. What we want to do is the goal, we didn't do it yet, but the goal is to create a platform where the most talented and reliable modders can find a home, and cooperate it possibly also with a licensor, car manufacturers and truck licensors, to create licensed mode.
Okay, so
we want to prevent as much as possible the use of grabbed content from other games, because we don't like it. Yeah. It's unfair.
And of course, that's nothing also to do with partnering with manufacturers and them wanting they don't want their licenses.
Yeah, it would be better.
It's very difficult. So
if you know how it works in Flight Simulator 2020, they have a marketplace with 30-party content that are high-quality mod content. And we would like to do something like this.
So potentially an in-game marketplace where people can buy mods in the game?
I can't confirm it yet, because it's a quite complex argument also with the licensors, especially with the licensors. But we would like to allow people to get mods for free, or if they want to sell them, also buying them on a platform that is eligible for the respect of the intellectual properties of the licenses.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Now, just
Not
like
only because if you want to make a fantasy mode that becomes quite popular, we are the first people to want to see it in the game. What we want to prevent is the use of grabbed or stolen content from other games.
So with the original Assetto Corsa, some of you watching this video are too young to even remember the original Assetto Corsa, but action camera. Obviously, so you with the Shelby Cobra is a good example. Maybe what you're trying to do with this. So a modder made the Shelby Cobra. You liked what they did, and then you officially brought it into the game. And so that's more what you're trying to do.
It was the same for Zandvoort. That was not released yet in public for the first Assetto. So yeah, the Cobra was one of those, as well as the Lamborghini Miura. It was quite high quality content, and we were very pleased to include it in Assetto. So this is something that we could do. Producing an official content for the game, or allowing give visibility to the modders or company that works as modders, to let them to get the reward that they deserve for their work, because we know that it's hard to create content for the game.
Okay. Now I wasn't being rude getting my phone out there whilst you were talking like a Gen Z or something. What I've done is I've loaded up the YouTube channel here. Hang on, Marco, don't like this guy. Why is he so arrogant? Italians, they're terrible. Hang on, sorry. Let me just. No, so I wanted to read some questions from some of our viewers. Compatible with mods. You've already answered that, I think. You would definitely mod support. Yorkshire or Twinings?
Sorry?
Yorkshire or Twinings?
Yorkshire.
Rave agent, you've just confused it.
No, Twinings, you mean the tea?
Yes.
No, Twinings. All life.
Expensive taste, posh, he's very posh.
I don't know, Twining is expensive. I find it at the mall every day.
It's not expensive, but they pretend to be expensive compared to Yorkshire, which is just northern.
You should buy it in Italy because it's quite cheap, right?
Guys, we're being scammed by Twinings here. Dishant Sharma 679, ask him about the state of Japanese cars in Assetto Corsa EVO.
There will be a lot.
There will be a lot of Japanese cars.
We are working with the licensors in order to have cars from any continent. United States, Europe, of course, Italy, Japan, Korea, with Hyundai. We are working with a lot of new brands we never had before in the Assetto Corsa franchise.
VR support,
the VR support at the day one of early access.
Foveated rendering.
What?
Guys, he's not a VR fanatic.
No.
Foveated rendering. So you know with the you can have eye tracking, and then the edges are rendered at low resolution.
We are working on it. I can't confirm when it will come, but we are working on it.
Yeah. Can you ask this Bobby Steroid? What are your names, guys? I'm saying these to a person in real life. Can you ask them if there will be some fun game modes like speed camera or cone challenge like in Project Gotham Racing 2?
Well, speed cameras are in the list.
Guy, we probably have to end this soon. I'm imagining, it's like this. We're taking up the whole of Sim Racing Expo. Will there be driver career? Yeah.
I couldn't call it career, but actually it is. But not in the way you can expect. I guess that you will like it.
Okay, I think that's...
At least we hope so.
Perfect. I think that's most of the questions there. I think
the career it will be your life as a petrolhead. So.
Okay, so
driving academy, confirm.
Driving academy.
Academy.
So you're going to do like to ease people into it. They're going to be able to go through like a driver school, maybe Richard Burns rally style.
Yeah. To get XPs, credits, and so on.
So the XP system for the single player goes through the entire game.
Yeah.
And so you'll build credits that you can then you'll buy different cars in the game as you pay through the single player.
Or you can rent cars.
Yeah.
You don't have the money to buy. Imagine on the very first day you launch the game. Of course, you will not have the money to buy a Porsche, but you can rent it. and you pay the rent for the Porsche at a reasonable cost.
I mean, to be clear, it's in-game credits though, it's not microtransactions.
No, absolutely. In-game credits.
And how grindy...
Also for the teamwear. There's no microtransactions.
How grindy will it be to get these in-game credits?
Sorry, what?
How much of a grind is it going to be?
You'll see.
Because as one of only 20 or so people that's completed the original Assetto Corsa, there was a 45-minute drift challenge with round and roundabout. And
oh no, here we go again. It was Aris.
It was Aris.
I'm kidding. I don't know if I don't remember.
You can't shirk responsibility for the terrible games design.
Okay, I take the responsibility. It wasn't me, but it was me. It was me.
I'm going to let you.
Yeah.
Can you ask me?
Yeah.
3. We're turning this around, guys. This is the stupidest interview ever. Right. Can you ask me 3 questions?
Okay. Why you are so nasty with competizione?
No, with competizione, it's okay. The cars feel dull to drive. They get sorry, George and OG UK. Sorry, the cars feel dull to drive. They get stuck in slides when you're at the limit. There's no dynamic range to force feedback.
Okay.
AC1, you're like balancing and feeling the cars, and it's all
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
It's true. You can believe it or not.
Okay.
I drove 2 GT3 cars. No, 3 GT3 cars. And I can tell you that the feeling I found was quite similar to ACC. But you can't believe me because I'm AC.
Okay, so this actually.
But it was like the real world.
The crucial thing,
The real thing.
Yeah, the crucial thing though is that I think ACC does a very literal steering feel, and there's a lot of real world cars. Sorry, these are broken now. A lot of real cars you can't, and go karts, even road cars, you can't feel anything through the steering.
Okay.
So you have to compensate, I think, or it's an option.
Of course, because
to feel more. Yeah.
I mean, in the real car, any real car, even your daily car, you get, I guess, 100 times more information than the best possible force feedback wheel and so on. Because the G's, because the vibration, the speed, and so on. So actually, we don't fake any effect to let you drive better in the force feedback,
And that's
but we try to give.
ACC.
In general,
Okay, yeah.
we try to give the information that comes from the car. For some, ACC is good, for some not, but for what I can see from my personal experience, I didn't go out to the real car saying, oh, okay, we faked the physics.
It's interesting. I think a lot of people that play AC1 RSS GT3 mods, though, they're like, oh, this feels, or the experience is way better than
so some drivers told us the same, others say that, okay, no, it's great, and blah, blah, blah. So I guess that is quite subjective.
Second question for me. Trying to get through this quickly, we're going to get booted out in a minute.
Where are you from in the UK?
London. Say London.
London,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why I sound a bit stupid. Sort of bit southern, bit Midlands. I've got Midlands accent, but I'm living in the south.
Okay, cool. Last question.
Yeah.
Which car you would like to see in Evo?
Well, actually, so you've already, the demo that you're showing off here, you have the Porsche Cup. And I think the Porsche Cup 2017 version that you had in AC1 is possibly one of the best cars in sim racing in many ways. So it was really nice to try on these rigs. So a Radical SR3.
So a racing car, anyway.
Yeah, but if you're going to put a car that's not being shown off yet, a Radical SR3 with a Game of Muscle logo on it.
Okay, I take note.
For free.
Do you have the money for that?
I will license my logo to you for free.
Okay.
As a gift.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You are so generous.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, Radical SR3 though for me, my sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
they're never talking to me again, guys. Okay.
I was as an interviewer. I was good.
You can't be worse than me. the bar has been lowered. But yeah, okay, so to wrap things up there though, really do appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely, it's always a pleasure to share this passion. We are here for the same goal, so.
I'm glad I haven't had to make use of this highly invisible stab-proof vest that I put on for this interview. Guys, you know what to do. You've got to subscribe and like and use all our links and stuff.
Do it.
And then most importantly, action camera, most importantly, drinking tea, but then
The Twinings, the Twinings.
He's having a go at me not being able to pronounce his.
I will
names,
offer
and
you a
he-
Twinings when you pay us a visit in Rome.
Okay, I
I
appreciate
will do.
that.
Without milk.
Without
milk.
Without milk.
Yeah,
No,
come
you
on,
need
it
milk.
sucks. Milk in the tea, come on. Just for lemon.
Okay. Oh dear.
Lemon, yeah.
I'm going to turn up with pineapple pizzas.
If you want milk, drink
No, I'm
milk.
bringing
Why you put the milk in the tea?
I'm bringing pineapple pizzas to your office.
No way.
Oh,
No way. I tasted once and it was not that bad.
What pineapple pizza?
And a pineapple pizza. Don't tell
Yeah,
anyone.
no, your passport's been
It
removed.
was not
now.
that bad.
He'll return back to Italy and I'll be like, hang on, what did you say on camera? Passport's gone. I was trying to finish off by promoting your product here. This is so off the rails. AC EVO, January.
Evo.
January.
This is not about your age.
January for the
16.
January 16th. 16th for the it's like an early access.
Early access.
Preview of the game, or is it like it's the full launch? But you're
No.
doing an early
We
access
start
ramp
with
up?
not less than 20 cars and 5 circuits, and progressively we continue to add feature content, multiplayer. We don't know yet if multiplayer will be in the early access one or in the second build and so on.
Okay, and people could just add it to their Steam wish list.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, the thing is
Please
that
do.
people just don't know about ACCA or Kunos. You don't have a reputation. And actually, earlier, what I was saying to you, earlier, there's no way they can succeed with this, even if it was perfect. And the best, how do you beat AC, which is the holy grail of sim racing? Let's be honest. How do
Do you
top
want
it?
to bet?
Do you think you're going to beat
We make
it?
a bet.
Okay.
On 16, we release it on 16.
Okay, so
even if the game sucks, we'll release it on 16
okay.
just to win the bet.
Okay. Oh dear, I can't afford these bets.
Yeah.
He's doing better than me. He's sold a few video games. I just do YouTube. Right, that's it then, guys. Thanks for watching. Action camera. Really do appreciate you taking the time talking. I'll see you. Bye, guys.
Ciao, ciao.
Awesome. Let me just. Oh no, it wasn't recording.